What's up, thoroughbreds? No, seriously, when is something interesting ever going to happen? Our favorite mean girls are laying low. The only shots fired these days are selfies and low-calorie gin. Blair Hughes is our only beacon of light in these drab days. Yesterday, we spotted her strutting across campus looking hot and not so bothered in a chic teal suit. Maybe our girls are just preoccupied. Poppy was spotted snuggling celebrity Bow Bradley Denborough in no less than 6 strategically public locations this weekend. Show off much? Don't worry, Blair. You've got plenty of contenders to lock lips with you. Rumor has it a certain RA is head over heels for you. We'd advise you to steer clear unless lovesick nerd is your thing. Speaking of, you okay, Blair? One of our readers saw you walking into his self-titled Cave of Wonders. Do we have a scandal in our making, or should we send a rescue party? Kisses, the T. Queen Bee. Chapter 10. Not Your Hostage. Content warning. This chapter contains depictions of harassment and intimidation. Player discretion is advised. It's our lovely shrine! You stare at the shrine incredulously as your brain tries to make sense of what you're seeing and smelling. Are you gonna hurl? So, what do you think? You drag your gaze away from the horrifying monument in Benji's closet and blink blankly at the no less horrifying Benji as rage and disgust bubble up in your gut. What the hell, Benji? I'm so out of here. Clearly, you just don't understand yet. It's okay. You will. Just then your phone rings, vibrating on Benji's desk where you left it. You and Benji dive for the phone simultaneously. Ooh, his fingers touched your hand! That's because that's what you're worrying about. You swipe at the screen and hear a welcome voice from the other end. Hello, Blair. Thank God for that sexy, sexy man. Ian, my art... Benji snatches the phone away from you and ends the call. Excuse you? Excuse me, how am I the unreasonable one here? I do so much for you, Blair. I got you exactly the tea you wanted. I put so much work into maintaining this monument to you. He grimaces as your notifications keep going off, but when he looks down at the screen, his face suddenly stills. This is my time to talk. Who does Ian think he is to be interrupting us? He's your professor, isn't he? Is he in love with you? No, 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 no. Oh no, dangerous territory, deluded or not, could this dimwit have stumbled onto the truth? What does he have that I don't, Blair? Can you tell me that? Benji? There's nothing going on between me and him. You've got to believe me. I'm his TA, nothing more. He may be a nut job, but you can't have Benji spreading the true news that you're getting hot and heavy with Professor McCarty. Benji's face registers relief. Ooh, creep! This was not meant to be encouragement. No, but it's meant to calm him down, because you don't need to escalate people like this in these situations. I'm so happy to hear that. Of course, I can't trust Ian to share your same restraint. He seems like a predator, but I'll protect you. If he comes near you, I'll take care of him. As if he could. Benji's not exactly Mr. Muscles. It doesn't take Mr. Muscles to take care of someone. You really don't need to do that, Benji. Yes, I do. I need you to understand that I'll do anything for you. He goes full supervillain mode, pacing back and forth, rubbing his hands together. The tea was so unfair to you right from the start. It's just like that whole corrupt institution. So what, Benji? I'm doing freaking incredible at fending for myself and turning my rap around. You just don't get it. I've been helping you out all along, making sure the tea sees you in the best possible light. You're the one who's been submitting positive stories about me? You followed me and took my picture with Taylor outside the Froyo place. You nodded so hard you think his head is gonna fall off. Yeah, I knew you figured it out. You're so smart. I even hacked the rankings and racked Chloe ahead of Poppy to throw her off your trail. Wow, Benji. Did I ask for your help? What? Do you remember me at any point asking you for your help? What made you decide I needed you? What made you think you have the right to do this? I just thought... If you want to actually help me instead of indulging your lonely boy hero complex, hand me my phone. I'm leaving. He literally stamps his foot and then, like, takes a deep breath to center himself or whatever. I get it. You've been burned by people before. By cruel people like Poppy and Professor Ian, who used his power to seduce you. See, he's still obsessed with him. Must I prove I'm not like that? Can't you see the dedication I put into my adoration station into you? Oh, boy. She is fearfully, lovingly made. My darling Blair. I started building on day one from the baguettes I stole from the dining hall. I'm sorry, but goddamn. The mashed potato details in the face presented a challenge in structural integrity. But time and hairspray are a potent combination. And you thought that I would like this? Women love men who put work in. The pickup artist sites are all wrong. I know you're not one of those girls who falls for douchebags who won't show their queen the proper respect. You're also not one of those girls that are going to let a creep tell you how or what to feel. You wasted your time on this DIY project, Benji. Oh, and by the way, it reeks. The aroma has certainly been an obstacle. I've spent a small fortune on air freshener and rotating our fresh flowers every week. But now I can use your perfume. It's like I have keys to your room. That's how I got most of the stuff. Don't you understand, Blair? We're meant to be together. What I understand is that you broke into my room, stole my things, followed me around campus, all while thinking you're my knight in a $3 hoodie. Oh, Pixelberry, you don't know what escalation means, do you? You invaded my privacy over and over, and you're deluded enough to think that I should love you for it. So I'll say one more time, get out of my way, Benji, or I'll make you get out of my way. No, you can't leave it like this. Reaches out, as if to grab your arm. Nuh-uh! Get the hell out of there and never look at Benji's dumb face again, or stick around for a bonus scene to kick his ass. Okay. I'm gonna do what smart people should do, and bounce. Back off, I have nothing more to say to you. You dodge away from his hand easily and snatch your phone off his desk. You're not gonna talk to me, look at me, and even think about me ever again if you know what's good for you. Defeated, Benji gapes like a sad fish and retreats into the corner of the room to let you pass. Suddenly the door slams open with a splintering of wood as someone kicks it in. Stay the hell away from her. I love you. He rears back and socks Benji in the jaw, sending him reeling to the floor. Hot damn, emphasis on hot. Oh. Police rush in after Ian putting cuffs on a defeated Benji, and you let out a long breath. How the f did the cops come too? What? What the hell just happened? Also, the police just witnessed Ian, a professor, punching Benji and didn't arrest him too. Okay, only in this book. Don't worry, miss. You're safe now. You eye Benji. Jesus. You eye Benji, who's shaking in his bargain bin sneakers. You smile sweetly at the cop who helped you. Don't worry, officer. I'm sure Benji knows better than to mess with me again. Oh, okay. Ian rushes to your side, eyes vulnerable with concern and molten with longing to touch you, but with perhaps more than professor/rescuer professionalism. Blair, are you okay? Ian, not exactly. Eyes soft, he gives your shoulder a squeeze, and you can see how much he wants to hold you, to make you feel safe, and somehow that helps a little bit on its own. Nobody would be in your situation. Ian, I'm so glad you're here. I came as soon as I could. Miss Hughes, can you tell me what happened in your own words? The next couple of hours pass in a blur as the officers take your statement. You watch your nightmare of an RA get taken away. And again, you're saying he had previously followed you on and off campus and took pictures of you to post to this, tea? Your leg jiggles and you want to be anywhere but here. You've already gone over this. Ian returns to your side and gives the officers a stern look. Are we done here? And Blair has answered all of your questions suitably. It's been hours. Now, sir, we're just concerned with the thoroughness here. As a professor, I'm more concerned with her well-being. If you have anything else you need, what she needs is to get out of this hellhole. Very well. Here's my card, Miss Hughes. Let us know if you can think of anything else. Oh yeah, you'll call if you feel the need to relive this messed up day for the 5th time. You shiver as you think of the obsession in Benji's eyes. Thank you, officers. And with one more furious look at the shrine, he sweeps you into the hallway, leaving Benji's Cave of Wonders far behind. Puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hooze again. You walk towards your dorm room in silence, and as you look up at Ian, his expression is dark and angry. Hey, are you okay, Professor? I'm just thinking. Hey, you first liked me because I was clever. I'm good with thinking. Tell me what's on your mind. Forming and worshipping idols is a prevalent across nearly every culture, whether it be gods, heroes, or leaders. Sometimes people think they own their idols, like just because they worship them, their idols owe them. I'm just so angry that someone would do this to you. Yeah, that's why I need you around, huh? Smile shakily, and Ian rushes up to you to stabilize you against him. Always come when you call, Blair. Or when he calls and you hang up. I feel safer already. He strokes your hair and you feel your breathing even out as you match breaths with him. I knew he was kind of into me, but I never imagined he was this intense about it. You inspire people, and I'm certain there are dozens of others who admire you in a far less creepy way. I know I do. Ian could be upset at you for how you stormed out of his office earlier, even though he totally deserved it, but instead you just see what he couldn't say and how much he cares about you. And then it hits you, even with a fight like that behind you, he's still here for you, and he came to save you. Because that's what good people do, it doesn't matter about the discussion. Thanks for sticking around, Professor. The housing supervisor asked me to monitor the dorm building for the night, so I'll be here to make sure, everything's okay. I see. You're staying because it's your job. Now, Blair, that's extremely fair. I know we left things complicated, but for what it's worth, I want to be here for you. He licks his lips and swallows hard. I'll be available in the RA's office near the front door if in shifts throughout the night. But for now, I could stay close to you. Make sure you're well cared for. Maybe cook you dinner. Are you proposing a dinner date, Professor? And, of course, that's the moment your phone rings. It's Zoe. Hey, Zoe. Oh my god, Blair, I just heard about Benji. What a freaking creep. Word travels fast. Are you really surprised? It's already on the T. I guess Benji made me even more of a celebrity. He was the one following me around and posting positive stories to the T. What a freak. I'm at the library right now, but I can be back in 5 to pamper the hell out of you. I'm thinking comfortable food. I got pasta. I got a fantastic bottle of Cab and Reserve. And, of course, if there's anything else I can do for you, ... Her voice softens and your heart skips a beat. Here's a chance to push those romantic boundaries with a steamy night in with Ian. Or kick back with Zoe for a girls' night. It's up to you how far you want it to go. Actually, Zoe, you can take your time. Professor Kingsley's got it covered. Oh, I bet he does. Well, then I'll be back in a couple hours. Love ya, and I'm still saving a hug and a cab for you, roomie. You hang up and look back at Ian. So, can I take you up on that comforting night in now? I offered, didn't I? You open the door to your room, your hand shaking a little as the adrenaline starts to wear off, despite your best efforts to keep your cool. Here it is, my humble abode. As you can see, it's ridiculously nice for a dorm. You're cut off as Ian wraps you in his arms from behind. Holding you tightly, you can feel his hard ham thundering against your back. Ian? Sorry. I couldn't hold back any longer. It's just a bit of a 180 from, you're ordering me out of your office. He seems to remember himself and pull away slowly, like it's taking all of his strength. You turn to face him, taking in the pained expression on his face. I know, God, you have no idea how worried I was when I heard your voice on the phone. Something unspoken passes between you. Your baggage can wait. Tonight, you're just two people with a connection you can't ignore. I came as fast as I could, but to think that there was even a possibility I would be too late. Hey, don't do that. You made it, didn't you? You cup his cheek in your palm, watching his eyelids flutter shut as he sighs into the touch. It'll last a moment before he moves your hand away, a painful reminder that he's sticking to his we shouldn't be together guns. I'm not sure I would have been able to live with myself if I hadn't. Lucky for both of us, we'll never have to worry about what could have happened, because you came to help me. After I did 90% of the work, of course. His eyes grow wide, and then he bursts into laughter. How do you do that? Make light of something so terrifying? A little something I learned back home in Farmsville. The more crap you throw into the mix, the taller the crops will grow. So, are you the crops in this metaphor? You laugh. Yes, Eddie Slicker, and this Benji crap is just something else I can use to fuel my greatness. He shakes his head in disbelief, watching you curiously. You really are something else. Ow! Pugsley pops up from napping in his dog bed and scampers over to you, nipping at the heels of Ian's shoes. Well, look at that. That is a dog that didn't do its job at barking or yipping when you first came in. He leans down to scratch Pugsley behind the ears, and Pugsley rolls over onto his back, immediately wriggling happily as Ian scratches his belly. The little suck-up. You must be Pugsley. I've heard plenty about you. Don't forget you're here for me. I believe I was promised a gourmet dinner. Whoa. Who's a gourmet? I was thinking more rustic, charming, basic. You know, like mac and cheese. Hey, if I don't have to cook, I really don't have a right to be picky. You follow me into the kitchen, where he starts to rummage through the fridge. We've got about 30 mini bottles of Prosecco? I don't know how to pronounce the word. I believe I did it correctly. Zoe does love her Saturday brunch. A bottle of chocolate syrup. For later, you know. Now that I could see coming in handy later, if you play your cards right. He doesn't say anything to that, but you see the back of his neck turn slightly red. He tries the pantry instead. When he turns around, he's got a box of noodles and a jar of sauce in his hands. See? I was right. Spaghetti? Sounds perfect. You pour out a couple of glasses of wine before settling into the stool to watch him work. He dumps the noodles into the pot, pours water over them before setting it on the stove to boil. Then he turns the jar in his hand to read the directions, scratching his chin thoughtfully. So don't take this the wrong way, but it seems like you have no idea what you're doing. Listen, that's just how most guys cook. It's pretty much a fake it till you make it thing, okay? What, of course I do. I mean, it's just pasta, right? You just do the water and the noodles and then the sauce in the, pan, I guess? I have a PhD. I'm sure I can handle a little spaghetti. There's no shame in it. Not everyone can be a culinary genius like me. You call it spaghetti. I call it art. Yes, well, when I'm done with this, you'll be calling it magic. Please, just enjoy your wine, relax, and let me work. He doesn't have to tell you twice, especially not after the night you've had. You rest your chin in your hands, watching his back as he labors over the stove, cooking for you, Major Swoon. This is nice, isn't it? Almost like something a real couple would do. Oh, for the love of God, stop bringing it up. He clears his throat. His back is still to you, so you can't see the expression on his face. I suppose so. Although it could be a common kindness, making a meal for someone who's been through a horrible ordeal. Boo! Or for someone you care for deeply, regardless of the nature of your relationship with them. Hold up, things are getting interesting. You're about to inquire further when suddenly a loud popping noise from the stove. Ian hisses and recoils. Ian? You hop out of your seat and rush over him. When he turns to face you, the entire front of his vest and shirt are dripping in red. Oh my god, could this day be any worse? Are you bleeding? Where are you hurt? It's spaghetti sauce, woman. You search a fabric for some kind of hole, tear, and then you realize what it actually is because, holy mother of God, you needed to check. The sauce exploded. The spaghetti sauce splattered on his chest, the shocked expression on his face. You can't help but burst into laughter. You really do suck at this stuff. Hey, well, yeah, I suppose I kind of do. His laughter joins in with your own, ringing out through the entire empty dorm. I'm truly sorry, Blair. It looks like both dinner and my clothes are ruined. Dinner, definitely. Especially considering you somehow managed to burn the spaghetti noodles? I wondered what that smell was. But the shirt and vest just need a wash. Hand them over, I'll throw them in the machine. He takes off his vest, then hesitates, his hands reaching towards the buttons of his shirt. You don't need him to speak to know what's giving him pause. Don't worry, I can handle myself. Besides, it's nothing I haven't seen before. Yeah, but if anyone opens that door and he's shirtless, he's fired. He hesitates just a moment longer before finally removing his shirt and handing it over to you. And you may have seen it all before, but upon seeing it again, damn! Yes, of course. I know we can be responsible adults about this. Was he speaking for you, or himself? You throw his soiled clothes in the laundry as fast as you can, so you can get back and enjoy the view. I guess I haven't made good on my promise. This was supposed to be about making you feel better, and I seem to have just make more work for you. Well, if you want to help me relax, I could really use a massage. His mouth turns into a disapproving line, even as his gaze drifts down your body. Blair. Hey, what did I just say? I can handle myself. No funny business. Purely stress relief. I did go through a pretty harrowing ordeal. I'm carrying a lot of tension, you know. No funny business. No promises. I promise. As you literally just said, no promises. You laid him into your bedroom, and as soon as the doors close, you start to shimmy out of your clothing. Blair, right? Hey, we can't get a proper massage through fabric, right? Yes, you can. You turn to face Ian, raising an eyebrow at him. He sucks in a sharp breath and seems to be doing his damnedest not to let his eyes wander. Yes, I suppose that's true. Sounds like someone's trying to justify some actions. Yourself. You settle your face. Yourself face down on the bed, folding your arms under your chin. After only a moment's hesitation, Ian settles himself on top of you, resting lightly on your thighs. One last thing. Reach back and unhook your bra, leaving the expanse of your bare back. For a second, you worry you've pushed him too far, and then you feel the warmth of his hands on your back, sending sparks of light down your spine. His touch is tentative at first, and then his stroke becomes longer, more languid, like he's forgotten about the massage entirely and is just enjoying the feel of your body under his hands. How am I doing? Good, but I think you can go deeper. I've got a lot of knots to work out. I could use a firmer hand. I bet you could. He says this quietly under his breath, and it almost sounds like a challenge. You're about to retort 20 presses in deeper, and you gasp as he kneads at the taut muscles between your shoulders. That feels amazing. He leans closer, and you can feel the warmth radiating off of his still shirtless body. Feel him stiffen against your backside, proof of how badly he wants you. How's that feel? His voice comes from right next to your ear, his breath hot against it. You feel the heat of his bare skin pressed against your back, and a pulse of excitement between your thighs. Not as good as it could. His hands massage the middle of your back, then slip around the sides, coming up to just barely graze the sides of your breasts before sliding away. And what would you suggest? There's always room for improvement. His voice is throaty, gruff. He moves away for a moment, rotating around to massage your feet, your calves, his hands kneading slowly, moving higher and higher. You could always let yourself have some relief, too. His fingers work magic on your thighs, kneading the outside first and then moving inward, creeping painfully slowly towards where you desperately want his touch. Carefully, Ian, or I might... You're surprised by just how much the simple touch is turning you on, making your breath come in short gasps, and you know if he keeps going, you'll lose all control of your actions. Apparently he has no intentions of stopping. His hands slide around to cup you from behind, his thumbs kneading the inside of your thighs. You might what, Blair? His voice comes from right by your ear again, drawing you out of your stupor. His lips are soft as they press against the side of your neck, and his voice vibrates against your skin as he speaks. Why don't, Your phone buzzes violently on the bedside table, and Ian freezes. Damn it! You swipe it up angrily and read a text message from Zoe. My roommate's on her way back. It's been a couple hours, really? This is a lengthy-ass massage then, Jesus. I should go. Hops off the bed and you drag yourself up after him with a frustrated groan. How did a massage end up making you feel more pent up than when you started? Because it did? Ian, wait. Do you really have to? I mean, right when things were getting good. Which is exactly why I have to go. He looks you over, his eyes full of regret and longing, but he makes no move towards you. Despite what I would like to do, Blair, I have to go. But I will need my clothes before that happens. Cute of him to attempt a joke, but not exactly making you feel any better. You throw on some clothes and lead him into the common area. You get his clothes from the washing machine and watch him dress before walking to the door. Yep, no need to dry them, apparently. I know this hasn't gone exactly how either of us wanted it to, but I hope I still helped you feel even a little bit more safe. His face can't hide how much he cares for you, which makes it pretty hard to hold a grudge despite the massive metaphorical blue balls. Yeah, I'm happy you were here. And I'm really, really glad you're alright. You inhale sharply as he meets your eyes, already buzzing with the promise of a good-night kiss that never comes. Great! Yeah, sees your face fall and breaks eye contact, turning away to fuss with his sweatshirt, or just to hide his face from you. We have to stop doing this, Blair. Yeah, I seem to remember having this conversation earlier, or rather not having it. And I keep hoping every time that it'll stick. Every time I slip up, it makes it harder to take a step back. Then don't. Reach out to cup a hand to his cheek. His eyes flutter closed as he leans into your hand with a sigh. Then he pulls away abruptly, reaching for the doorknob while you were still trying to process everything that's happening. Good night, Blair. Good night. He leaves swiftly, barely giving you time to draw in a breath. Good night. Next morning, you wander into the dorm commons after sleeping away, and let's be real, that 8 a.m. class was not happening today. Morning. Zoe bounces over from the kitchen and presents you with a fresh cappuccino. She is a godsend. You're incredible, Zoe. I know. And you know what else is incredible? You haven't seen her shrine. She opens the closet. No, I'm kidding. She turns her phone to you, and you see the tea is blowing up. Breaking news! So we all know now that aside from being stage 1 clinger and all-around dork, Benji Knoll is behind beyond creepy. A total you situation. Speaking of you, how are you doing, Blair? Somebody get this girl a drink or 6 on behalf of at least a majority of the student body. We totally got your back. Though word has it that Blair emotionally wrecked Benji before the cops even had a chance to get involved. As for Benji, he is out of here! Our resident creep was escorted off campus in cuffs last night, and he ain't coming back. The boy is expelled. Good riddance. Yeah, because that'll stop creeps like him. The kiss is the tea. Benji got expelled? He should be arrested. Girl, I'm right there with you. Okay, Operation Forget Benji is officially underway. Want to get cute, blow off class, and go for gelato? Cute? Get cute? I'm always cute. She smiles even as she rolls her eyes. You know what I mean. Get dressed. We're gonna show the tea and everybody that you're coming out of this mess on top. She's got a point. Time to show Belvoir that even literal kidnapping can't hold you down. Speaking of the tea, there's just a little something I need to share with the world. You type away on your laptop explaining that Bradley Goss to Zoe as you attach the file you found on Benji's computer. Time for Belvoir to know all about Bradley. Oops. Poppy's not gonna have a great morning. But she deserves it. Can't wait till the article drops. Now you're ready to take on the world. But first, picking the right outfit. I want you all to know apparently we're stuck. Wait, never mind. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I feel much better now. looking hot as hell. You and Zoe take a deep breath and leave the peace and quiet of the Winfrey dorm behind. And are immediately met with an unwelcome sight. Poppy's favorite lapdog is back by her side, and a crowd of people are hanging around for some reason. Hey Blair, how's your little boyfriend? Screw Gelato, is it too late to go back to bed? I don't blame you for claiming he kidnapped you. I wouldn't want to get caught in his slime-encrusted bedroom either. Yeah, like he's a total slimy snail. Good one, Chloe. So original. You don't even look at her as you narrow your eyes at Poppy. I see your little Cerebus is out of the doghouse. Funny you should compare me with the god of death, Ormsville, considering I'm about to witness a murder. Prepare for the death of your social life, Blair Hughes. Worry about your own funeral, Poppy. For a few blissful seconds, you have no idea what Poppy's talking about. Then you notice the unfortunately familiar squeals mixed in with the heavy beat of music, and you suddenly understand what the crowd is there for. What the hell? Let me guess, hog calling? You rush around the corner of the building where a billboard shows that video of you hog calling. Oh my god, Poppy made a video, a dubstep remix, forms those weird pig noises? Iconic! The snorts, the sniffles, the squeals coming out of your mouth on a 15-foot screen. Horror fills your gut. You're finished, little piggy. The students watching the video looping on the billboard start to notice your showdown. Joy of joys. Poppy, this is honestly a boop. A bop. What the hell is a bop? I know there's bop in. Okay, listen, okay? We grew up at a different time. I'll be the first one to admit this was, not one of my finest moments. Not the classiest move, but you might have a future in music production. I know someone who could give you more pointers. She lets out a staccato laugh. So that's it? I'm sorry you're disappointed that I'm not ashamed of my past. Oh dang, Blair's owning the pig vid. That takes guts. Yeah, when you don't regret things, that does take guts. From among the crowd, Ford jogs over. Oh hey Blair, you okay? Heard about Benji stuff, that's wild. And it wasn't exactly, cool for Pop to kick you while you were down with all this. A few others turn their backs on it to listen to your reply. Oh my god, yeah, read about on the T. You're so brave, Blair. What happened, Blair? We want to know everything. Okay, people. I know Blair's a star. Let's just take it one question at a time. Okay, so it really did happen like the T said? Did she actually made a shrine to you? Yeah, the Sick Freak totally built this weird statue out of old food and everything. And the shocker, Suck Up Trixie, looks totally sympathetic. That's so gross. Trixie! Oh my god, get the hell away from us. What? It is. All eyes are on you and not Poppy Spore, and she's livid. If spontaneous combustion were a thing, Poppy'd be toast. And actually it is a thing. Better luck next time, Pop. Just pop it. Now pop it. Just then everyone's phone starts buzzing and you have a pretty good idea why. Sharpen your pitchforks, Brad Bays and boys, because I have proof that the only reason Bradley's pretending to be Poppy's boyfriend is because she's bribing him with a movie deal. And here's the receipts. Popley's Hot Date. That's no Michelin star restaurant, kids. That's a lawyer's office and this is the contract they signed. Yep, this is an NDA, not to mention a PDA clause. Minimum 12 public makeouts per month. It's so romantic when you put it in writing and get it notarized, am I right? Now that we all know that Poppy's faker than her fur coat, will you have to look for Bradley on the silver screen? Or will he stick around with his fox girlfriend? Thanks for the tip, by the way, Blair. Wait, what? Wait, how would they know? Thanks for the tip, by the way, Blair. What? Oh, shit. Kisses the tea. Whoa. Poppy bribed Bradley into dating her? But you're so hot. You could have anyone. If you can't get a man on your own merits, what's the hope for the rest of us? Oh, stop holding her fucking accountable. And also, I like how this one's named Ohio. Okay, let it be clear. I could get any man Whoa, I get it. He's an actor. He's acting like he cares about you. Ooh. As Poppy does that white guy blinking stare, you seize your opportunity. That's right, Poppy. And I'm willing to bet he's not the only one. Every little fly in your web is pretending to care, because if they don't, you'll devour them. What's gonna happen to you when you can't control them anymore? I wonder. Bzz, the tea has been updated. Oh boy, we're 7th. The crowd is hanging on your every word, and it feels so good. Who's spinning the web now? As several people start to bombard you with questions, again, a young man pushes off the railing and approaches you. So, Blair Hughes, the woman of the hour, and I dare say this academic year. The people want answers, and I gotta say I'm personally interested in getting to your take on all this, straight from the source. Thomas, rare to see you in the middle of the drama. Usually you're curating it from afar. Thomas, as in Thomas Styles, editor of The Tea. I've been looking forward to meeting you. Oh, really? Your articles about me seem to indicate otherwise. Thomas smiles wryly, unbothered by your hostility. Oh, the free press is fickle. How about we make it your friend today? Mind answering a question or two about for the blog today? We'd like to know how you're doing. I think that... I'm sorry, Poppy. I don't have any questions for you today, Blair. As if you need convincing, Tom is totally blowing Poppy off. Cinch the deal. You smirk at her. Who am I to deny the people what they want? Awesome, thanks. Jumping right in, last night must have been extremely stressful. Care to tell our readers where your head's at? I'm feeling... like I don't want to think about it. Honestly, I'm trying to move on, you know? By doing an interview? You're clearly playing into the pity party. Talk to me the next time someone makes a shrine to you in their dorm room. Speaking of moving on, let's move on to the next question. One more question. Anyone who isn't living under a rock has noticed how big of a splash you've made this year. You've inspired admiration, envy, found friends, followers, enemies alike. Any words for those who may doubt you? A word for my haters? We can't all be perfect. I know it isn't just always easy to let go of jealousy, but lucky for all of you envious souls, I can be perfect for the rest of us. You smile sweetly at Poppy directly. Oh, snap. You have no idea what you just signed yourself up for. This? She gestures to her ineffective money sink of a billboard. It's just the beginning. So enjoy whatever victory you and the new money think you've earned while you still can. Okay, ominous much, but she still gives you and Zoe one more synchronic smile and sweeps away with Chloe, and after a moment, Trixie and some of the others follow after. She's just pissed because you ruined her big play against you. We can handle whatever she throws at us. As the crowd starts to disperse, Thomas squints at you thoughtfully. Hey, I've got one more thing to run by you, off the record if you have a minute. That's over at Zoe, who shrugs and follows Thomas to a picnic table. I noticed Poppy didn't seem very happy that you were okay. I knew she was petty, but to be upset that you weren't hurt? That's a whole nother level. I haven't spoken out against her since she almost got me expelled. Whoa, she tried to have you expelled? Let's just say Poppy and I had a little spat about something I posted a couple years ago. What was the post about? I'm technically not allowed to say, stipulation of keeping my post as an editor, but she's proven time and time again that she'll do anything to cut down her enemies. Why should I protect her secrets? And this is big. This dirt could ruin Poppy and her family. You seem like you have the backbone to use it wisely, if you're interested. This is an opportunity to recruit a useful ally to your policy and find out what the bombshell Thomas has on Poppy. Tell me your secrets, Thomas. Your secrets, so I can use them against Harry Potter. I think you and I could be good allies. I had no idea you were such an anti-Poppy club. I've been biding my time and being careful. So here's the deal. Poppy's mom had an affair. Think secret lovers for years, and I was gonna post about him. I can see why Poppy and her rabid pack of lawyers might take issues with that. Yeah, they didn't want to tarnish the family name. So what happened? Poppy pulled a trick you'll find familiar, framing me for cheating on my exams. I proved my innocence, but then lawyers had circled the wagons and prevented me from posting it, or they'd sue for libel. Even though it was true. Truth is whatever you make it. When you have enough money and power... Exactly. Poppy has the connections to completely skirt any sort of accountability and casually ruin your life while she's at it. If this gets out, maybe some of those connections dry up in the family shame. Bingo! Undermine Poppy's good name, and we screw up her ability to censor me. The T, and anyone else who bears a threat to her. You know, it's funny, right after everybody thought Benji was the T, this guy shows up. What are you going to do with it? I'll find a way that it won't trace back to you. So that means not using the T. Thank you for making sure I'm not implicated. I'm sure you'll find a way. If you can bide your time for a perfect victory, so can I. Thomas grabs a CD out of his messenger bag. There's a hard copy. Use it well. You always just keep that on hand? When I say I've been waiting patiently for revenge, I mean it. It's an honor doing business with you. You shake his hand, and the two of you share a conspiratorial smile. Thanks, Thomas. I have your back from now on. It's good to be part of the team. Thomas Styles has joined your posse. Bzz, the T has an update. Oh, we went up another ranking, did we? Oh, now we're 6th. Tarzan is above us. Oh. You and Thomas part ways, and you rush back to Zoe. I have so much tea to spill. Let's get back to the dorm. Back in your dorm, you boot up your laptop and insert the CD Thomas gave you. So you're seriously telling me that Anna Min Sinclair had a secret lover, and Styles found them out? And now for the receipts. And boy, did Thomas Styles deliver. You got a folder full of pictures of Poppy's mom and a man that is sure not Poppy's dad. Okay, Poppy's mom, I see you. Who is this mysterious hottie? According to this, Art Nakamura, a preschool teacher in Hoboken, New Jersey. Scream! The Sinclairs would not want anyone knowing that Poppy's mom banging some working class dude from across the bridge. What else does Styles have for us? A bunch of emails back and forth, mostly pretty subtle, setting up meetings and stuff. Paper trails for hotel rooms, restaurants, that sort of thing. The most recent stuff is about 3 years ago. Guess she broke it off. You zoom in on a pic of Poppy's mom and her secret man holding hands on a nondescript diner. They look so in love. I guess Poppy got her heartlessness from her dad. If Anna Min Sinclair has a soft side, it doesn't seem like she passed it down to her daughter. Are you thinking twice about airing Miss Min Sinclair's dirty laundry? I mean, this could actually be super painful for Poppy. I mean, maybe seeing her family fall apart is part of what makes Poppy Poppy. You mean evil? Well, yes. But it's her mom who chose to cheat. There's plenty of stuff Poppy's done all on her own to punish her without holding her mom's mistakes against her. I don't know, I'll think about it, but I can't help but think this would be a little too cruel. You are way too kind of a soul for this school. She stands close behind you as you look at the screen and brushes a kiss against your jaw. And it's one of the sexiest things about you. Now come on, we can scour Styles' files at length later, but we now have just enough to pick up lattes before junior com. She holds out her arm to you, and you head off to caffeine and class, ruminating on Poppy's home life. That night, you and Zoe kick back in your dorm, feet up, glasses of Petite Sirah in hand. Check it. Thomas's article dropped, and everybody's commenting like crazy. Hella games. Anyone messes with Blair, they got the whole football team to deal with. Sweet 6 Queen. Punch harassers. Gucci Goddess. Oh my god, Blair. Hughes as an icon. Anonymous, please. That bee is totally making it up for attention. 69. Ah ha 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 ha. 69. I get it. Wow, cool. Anonymous. I sent proof, but the weak-ass editor of the rag wouldn't post it. Benji would do anything for that social climbing wannabe, including fall on his own sword. Too hot, too thought. You know, you've got a point there. Maybe it is all a scam. Oh, no surprise. Anonymous, my ass. That's gotta be Poppy. As you stare at the screen, as if you could set it on fire with your gaze, Zoe delicately plucks the phone from your hand. Okay, I think it's time to stop reading the comments tonight. On top of everything else I had to deal with today, I am not up for comment wars with Poppy. I can't believe she paid for the billboard, claimed I was making it up. Seriously, if there's anything to have a girl's solidarity about, it's creepy dudes. I guess believe women only applies when it's believe women who aren't a threat to your social status. Pretty much, actually, yes. You're a knock on the door of your sweets and sighs, you force yourself to get up. After one more long sip of wine, on the other side of the door, a package sits with a fancy cream envelope perched on top. What is it, Blair? An invitation to Poppy's party. You are cordially invited to take leave of your senses and your inhibitions at the Bacchanali to end all Bacchanales? I know this party is way better than anything you've ever been invited to in your sad life, but I have you covered. I even got you something to wear to fit the theme. Why fight when we can party? Love, Poppy. Love, as if she's up to something. Open up the package and pull out Poppy's grandma's muumuu, a lost relic of someone's sad Victorian reenactment career. It's a drab as hell dressing gown. She wants me to go to her obviously a trap party wearing this? No way in hell. Why are you shocked? Seriously. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head to the description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content. Without further ado, let's go ahead and just say this. Oh, the whole Benji thing. I wish Pixelberry, you know, they take other things so serious, right? I wish Pixelberry would have taken that situation a little seriously and sent a message with... They could have empowered a lot of women watching. So I'm going to go ahead and say this. It's a very delicate topic, isn't it? And women, like, are more bound to ever have someone stalking them, let alone doing things, harassment, you know, all types of things, far more than guys. So that being said, when it comes to this issue, one, I don't understand, and they at least did cover the whole Poppy versus you, this is fake, this is not, you know, this crap, and that does happen. Which, grow up. It happens. Yes, there are fakers out there, but you just can't sit there and say that everyone's fake or whenever it's convenient to you based on social status. People do it all the time, and it's just crap. Secondly, I wish they would have used this something better about Benji. Hopefully, maybe it's even a reoccurring thing, just to show you that, unfortunately, it doesn't go away. Just because he's expelled doesn't mean it's gonna go away. Just because he was arrested, which there's no charges pressed, doesn't mean it's gonna go away. You know, all these other things. And yes, laws and things should be changed, and unfortunately they aren't. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things I could sit here and explain to you for days of things that need to be changed to protect just women and children alone, let alone everyone. So, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Catch you all later. Peace.